There's nothing quite like the experience of interacting with wildlife. To be amongst their natural habitat, immersed in their behaviour, with no incentive other than the pure enjoyment of each other's company. To swim with wild dolphins, come face to face with wild sea lions, be surrounded by an incredible array of bird life, and meet the world's smallest penguins is such an experience. A meeting many only dream of, but in Western Australia, these wildlife encounter dreams are a reality. Terry Howson, owner of Rockingham Wild Encounters in Rockingham, Western Australia, had a vision to make the dream of swimming with wild dolphins and interacting with wild marine life a reality for many.
When I talk to people about the experience, I always tell them that as the day goes on, it gets better, and you actually realise that you've been able to swim with a truly wild animal without feeding it or doing anything to it. It chose to come and swim with you. So the experience gets better as the day goes on and your memory thinks about what you've done and how you've done it. So yeah, it's a great experience. And a lot of people ring me up after a couple of days and say, Terry, you're so right. You know, what we feel about swimming with wild dolphins now has changed us forever. And they're so appreciative of that. I seriously think it's the best job in the world because we get to make people's dreams come true. But I always say to all my staff, without fail, it is the best job in the world because you deal with people creating their dreams. They've always wanted to swim with dolphins. We're just the catalyst for it.
In the grand efforts of creating a thriving, sustainable ecotourism venture, Rockingham Wild Encounters is now celebrating 30 years of incredible wildlife experiences. And what a journey it's been. Terry Howson has not had a shortage of challenges in creating the dynamic, award-winning and world-class cruises that operate today. Terry's journey is one of inspiration, determination and driving purpose, fueling the path to ongoing success.
My father always taught me that if you love something, it can happen. And if you really try your hardest, it will happen. So I was always positive about that. Always positive that I could make this business happen. And 30 years later, it's happened. You know, we now take out about 120,000 people a year throughout the entire business, which includes Penguin Island and swimming with dolphins and dolphin watching, and we've got 5 boats now. This company was started with very humble beginnings. I had no money. I decided to take a year off work and go out every day on my father's small boat, and I just stayed with them all day, every day. I followed them, I identified them, I learned what they did for the day, I learned what they liked, I learned what they didn't like. It took a long time before I got my first swim, but yeah, that memory is still very strong of that first encounter with a dolphin by the name of Logo. She was a ripper. It's very difficult to actually, what I realised, make friends with something without actually giving it anything as a coercion. So I had to create ways to use something else as a coercion. So I use friendship. Now, I think that's very, very important. The way this whole thing was started, and it it taught us a lot. It taught us how friendship is the most important thing. Look, I've just had a stroke recently, and friendship and family is the most important thing in the world. Without that, you've got nothing. We've had some pretty good media of recent. One of the Chinese movie stars, Zhang Ziyi, I hope I said that right, Zhang Ziyi, and she was a beautiful lady, movie star from China, and she was telling us, wait till this hits the air, Terry, because we've only got a viewership of 1.5 billion people. So, yeah, I said, oh, that'll do.
Rockingham, Western Australia, is located 45 minutes south of the capital city, Perth, and forms the southernmost border of the Perth metropolitan area. The sweeping beaches, crystal clear waters and vibrant wildlife make this stunning area a world-class location for the Swim with Wild Dolphins and Penguin Island cruises. Rockingham fronts onto the sheltered waters of Coburn Sound, with a ruggedly spectacular Garden Island, Penguin Island and Seal Island fringing the coastal city. Terry Harson grew up along the beaches of this picturesque area, and it's not hard to see why he selected his local hometown for his award-winning Swim with Wild Dolphin cruises, which plays host to one of the finest displays of wild sea life and bird life to be found anywhere in the world.
Rockingham was chosen because, and I suppose how we sell and promote the product is that it's 45 minutes from a capital city. We're very, very close. It's very easy to come down here. But the biodiversity, we've got dolphins, penguins, sea lions. Got a great, fantastic group of male sea lions which hang out on Seal Island. We've so much marine life down here. Got all the bird life, fantastic bird life on Penguin Island, fantastic bird life on the other islands as well, Bird Island, Seal Island, and showcase that to the world. And dolphins, I just really felt that was a fantastic theme. So, having grown up in the area, water skiing, sailing, surfing, I knew there was heaps of dolphins down here, so I thought, why not? And I knew everybody loved them. It's on pretty much everybody's bucket list to swim with them. There's a real love out there for them, so I thought, well, if I can befriend them and show people what they're really like in the wild, it should be a pretty successful business, and it has been.
There's something incredibly moving in sharing a moment with a wild animal in their natural environment. Not touching, not feeding, simply spending time, enjoying and respecting each other's company. This is the vision and premise of Terry Harson's breathtaking Swim with Dolphins and Penguin Island cruises. It's an interaction built on pure respect, a bucket list encounter, and it's one that leaves visitors in absolute awe.
Look, ecotourism is everything to me. Sustainability is everything to me. I want my kids to be able to go out and use the ocean and catch a fish and swim with dolphins, wild dolphins. I think sustainability is the key to life. If we are all sustainable in everything we do and try to achieve, then life or the world would be a better place. We're different to other cruises for the fact that we truly swim with wild animals. We don't feed. We showcase what they will allow us to showcase. I believe we do it the right way. And I'm proven of that every day because we have a 99% success rate. So I know that what I have done in the past, what my crew do now, it's important, and it's very important. It's everything. So that's why we're so different.
For many, swimming with wild dolphins is just a dream. Though with Terry's inspiring vision, it's now a breathtaking reality for many. Rockingham Wild Encounters, celebrating 30 years of incredible adventures with the local wildlife, has created an iconic tourism destination, perfectly balancing that fine line between respecting the local wildlife and creating incredible experiences for visitors. Thousands worldwide adventure to Western Australia to experience these exhilarating wildlife encounters that stay with them forever. And the vision for the future is just as inspiring as we enter our new era as Perth Wildlife Encounters.
Now that we've taken over control, all the tours around Penguin Island and Seal Island, we really want to promote that area as well. We want to develop a few new tours. We've got some ideas, and that'll lead us into the next 30 years. But we want to stay sustainable. We want to keep the ideals that I struck up years ago. But we want to keep good people, and we hope to keep showing fantastic product and presenting it in the right manner. That's probably the best part of this job, and my whole life has been dealing with the people that I meet and take swimming with dolphins, and I hope that I'll still be able to continue doing that. It's been a fantastic journey, and the journey will not stop. It'll continue.